Okay. Hot off the press, people. We have some very interesting news regarding the upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie. A little bit more insight because it's been a bit of a dry streak of Dragon Ball Super related content, as far as especially, the anime and the movie in particular. That there hasn't been much talks, and that's really why I haven't been reporting on much, because it's like, hey, this is another pose that Goku will have in the third act of the film. It's like, is that really necessary to talk about? I'm probably not gonna talk about it, and this is no shade at anybody. I'm just saying, me personally, yeah, that's not on my prerogative. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it interests me, it interests me, and that's the thing too. It's like, hey, there's been things like 6 pages of a Magi chapter, or 4 pages for that matter, that blew me away, and I talked about it for hours. So there's that too. Different people, some things might excite people and some things might not. I don't particularly care for the small aesthetic announcements of, hey, Vegeta's blonde hair when he turns Super Saiyan will be this shade. You know what I mean? It's like, it is what it is. Just put it out. So this news in particular, though, and some may be able to joke about it and say, hey, it's kind of similar to that, but to me, I find a bit more interesting. I haven't actually looked that much in depth, so we'll kind of be live reacting together as we talk about this news we're about to read of the film and a little more insight into it. So let's get started. I'll commentate as I read along. By the way, this is of course from the Twitter of Herms98. This is official news. The official Dragon Ball Super interviews production staff of Dragon Ball Super Broly. They said this: you'll cry in the first 20 to 30 minutes of the film. Hold up. Or so they say. Hold up. You'll cry in the first 20 to 30 minutes of the film, or so they say. So what would be something that would really make us cry that could happen in 20-30 minutes into Dragon Ball? I mean, you could argue that there's nothing that anybody would cry about in Dragon Ball, just because the Dragon Balls themselves can always be used to reverse whatever happens. I think that's definitely a stretch, because it's like, the Dragon Balls have their limitations and whatnot. So there's that. But for people that do, like, I got emotional when that stuff happened with Roshi in the fight in Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power arc, when Roshi seemingly died at that moment or whatever. That got me emotional. So a death within the first 20 to 30 minutes, I think they could do it. I think if it's somebody very, very big, but not like a core Z character from Z. So a death could definitely be something that would make people cry in the first 20-30 minutes. Again, a character, it wouldn't be from the Z elements, like the characters like Goku, Piccolo, and them. I don't think they'll actually kill somebody off like that, but maybe the Grand Priest or something in that part. I mean, it can't be like anything like Broly's gonna kill Paragus in the first 20-30 minutes, because who's gonna cry about Paragus? Be like, oh god, this filthy Saiyan we just met that's done absolutely nothing but be a redesign has left our presence. Like, no, we won't care. So that's probably off the radar. And again, it's like, I just personally feel they're not going to mess with the formula too far. They'll mess with the super introduced elements. Maybe a very sad thing. I don't know. I mean, what else could make in the first 20-30 minutes? Maybe something romantically linked. Maybe something happens to one of the, like Goku's wife. Maybe Chi-Chi. Maybe Chi-Chi finally gets what's coming to. Oh god, I got like one day, and if anybody really want to see it, let me know. I need to do the Chi-Chi rant. I think Chi-Chi is just, I mean, don't get me wrong, she's down as hell. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, 7 years Goku was gone, and she was just like, nah, man, that was my husband. So I give her those props. But man, the things, what I'm saying? If it wasn't for her breeding Gohan the way she bred him, Gohan would have been, I hope that made sense, bred him. But Gohan would have been an amazing Z fighter, but it was Chi-Chi's nurturing that made him be like, oh my god, I love you, whenever he sees a textbook. So, Chi-Chi, I don't know, when Majin Buu, or what was Super Buu, when he turned Chi-Chi into a boiled egg and stepped on her, man, those were good times. Those were good times, I ain't gonna lie. Like, anyway, we're deviating further and further away. So yeah, first 20-30 minutes, something's gonna make us cry. I'll believe it when I see it, and I could believe it. I don't know, but Vegeta's real cool in the film too. Well, that's a given, of course. Every film gotta have that epic Vegeta moment. So I totally expect it. It's a change of pace from him lately just being used for gags and or getting beat up. Oh god, that's where it gets a little tricky there. Vegeta's real cool in the film too. It's change of pace from him lately just being used for gags and or getting beat up. I mean, Vegeta's done some cool stuff, and I mean, yeah, he's got beaten up after. I don't know. That's funny though. That's again, it shows us how aware the Dragon Ball Super staff are of the critiques that this series has been getting. Continuing, Vegeta's battle with Broly will have an incredible sense of speed. Even just a moment's image contains an entire TV episode worth of images. Surely an exaggeration. There will be lots of characters besides just the usual suspects, and Paragus will be tragic this time around. Okay. I'm glad that, again, even though they're bringing in Broly and Paragus back, they're not just copy and pasting, although there's going to be something there, because we've seen the Vegeta's Palace, King Vegeta Palace or whatever. We've seen that, so some of those elements is going to have to be somewhere in there. But if he's tragic this time around, that's going to be interesting. Maybe it's really like pure love that he has for Broly, and that's why, like, because, the old ones, it was just like, bro, you my muscle, dog. I'm a weak, pathetic waste of space, but dog, you got muscle, and you gonna back me up with that muscle. So I'm gonna keep you alive for whatever it takes, bro. You my dog. But maybe this time around, it could be like, I love my son so much. That's why I've done this. I did all of this for my son. You know what I'm saying? I love him. Why you gotta be this way? Something like that. I gotcha. Okay, cool. Because again, tragic and thinking the relationship, whatever. Maybe Paragus ain't even the dad this time around. Was it confirmed that he's the dad? Who knows? Maybe Paragus is Broly's freaking cousin or something, or his ex-best friend's baby daddy, mama, sister, cousins, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? Just saying. Continuing on, of course, like they said, Paragus will be tragic this time around. Director Nagamine wants this film to be appealing to audiences overseas too. Well, duh, Broly, you know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, if you really wanted to appeal to these audiences, you should have kept the anime going. I mean, I'm just saying, I know the box office books are great and all, but come on. So they're making it with that in mind. If the whole Broly thing weren't enough of a tip-off, yes. I mean, you see, me and Herms is on point. Many in the anime industry grew up watching Dragon Ball, so there's no shortage of people eager to work on it. How's my voice doing this narration? Is it on point? I don't know. In fact, apparently everyone on the staff is really nice. So feel good about that. Oh yeah, what did the production staff actually do? Basically, they make sure production moves ahead according to schedule. The film has 1,800 cuts, which are split into 3 chunks. One person manages each of those chunks, then a fourth oversees the whole thing. Just like Kaio's. Okay, I guess that's his joke at the end or whatever. But, so yeah, honestly, this film, it's going to be interesting. So we're going to have a tragic Paragus. Paragus is going to be tragic this time around. I'm interested in that because Paragus is just kind of been like a walking joke for a while, let's be honest with you. Some of the statements they made in here were a bit outlandish or whatnot. I don't fully agree with or whatever, but I mean, at the end of the day, if they're shaking up the formula, they're making changes to this, established character, then it's something where Broly he has a massive fan base of haters too. If you take the already established fan base that love him, you appease to the haters as well, make them be like, yo, this is still the same Broly, but he's different. And he's really awesome this time around. And word of mouth spreads, bam, Broly a hit. I mean, anime is blowing up as well. I'll talk about it in another video, but recent anime film is doing very well and outselling big name titles that are out in theaters right now, so that's really, really exciting to hear. And Dragon Ball Super Broly film, kind of curious what you guys think after this interview. Did you take anything away from it? Do you think that this is solidifying the Dragon Ball Super Broly film as it's going to be legendary? I mean, honestly, from everything we're hearing, they're trying to appease the audience overseas. I'm curious what more can they do. Like, it's Saiyan based. The overseas audience loves Saiyans, so I don't know. Again, your overall thoughts and expectations for Dragon Ball Super Broly. the movie. I'm ForneverWorld, but that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit the bell to get all notifications on this channel. And of course, if you want more, of course, the links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day.